Funding. This is very, very commonly been thought that this is the big problem for everybody. But let me be very, very frank with all of you. You don't require good funding to start any business or any startup. What you require to start a startup or clinic is guts. I wanted to open a clinic since 10 years, but I did not had gut to. I did not had confidence to start my own setup. So one of the consultant who was a neurologist, Dr. Rajesh Deshpande, he said, "I am sitting in one polyclinic for 3 hours. I can ask my owner to give you 2 hours, and you can sit there and start your OPD, because I know that I am in neuro and there is a neuro consultant, and next after that my OPD will be there. I thought I will try to get patient from him, and in case something goes wrong, he will be helping me." So at that time, I did not had money to give for the clinic monthly rent also, as well as the deposit. So I told my consultant, Dr. Rajesh Deshpande, "Sir, you only pay the deposit for me, and I will give you that deposit in installment." And he only paid my deposit, and I started sitting there. And as I told you, first 3-4 months I didn't have any income. So for around 2 to 3 months, my rent is also paid by the consultant only. And once I started getting income, I paid his rent as well as the deposit. So this is how you require somebody's hand holding or push. And if you don't have any financial problem, please understand, you don't require funds to do the things. You require guts or somebody's helping on hand or somebody's push. Just make a decision and take your first step. That is my first advice. Now in funding, there are two options. One is you can do the self funding, or you can go for investor. If it is your first startup and if it is your first clinic, I suggest go for self funding. And it is also called as bootstrapping. Bootstrapping is, what are the money you have in your savings or in your income, you can mobilize the money from there into this setup and start your clinic. If you are falling short of money, then ask your family and friend. They will always give you some help and money, and it will help you start your setup. The beauty with this, that your family and friend, they are not expecting your profit, they are only expecting your growth. So even if you don't give them uh, the money with interest or profit, they are still working as long as you return their amount. Even if you don't return your their amount, especially in the family, they will not mind. You start with this first in the beginning. Once you do that, and if you are getting benefit, start returning the money. And as I told you, they are not expecting any profit. And even if you are there expecting profit, there will be very less sharing of the profit, or the interest will be very less in your family and friends. So the return on capital investment, basically what they want, their first amount, the capital investment, what are the amount they paid, that has to be returned to them. That is their minimum expectation. If you give with the profit, with the interest, they are more than happy. So for every new startup or every person who is starting a new clinic, I say follow this path and do this for at least 1 to 3 years. Keep running your own setup with your own bootstrapping. And if you are successful enough, and if you are able to generate some 20 to 30% profit, then only start going to the next phase, which is investor phase. Angel investor. What are the angel investor? Angel investors can be your family, friends, or well wishers. Like this angel investor may not be a typical family friends. It could be another consultant or another businessman who want to start invest in your job partly. Then you can take money from this angel investor, or you can have typical investors who are there in the business. They invest in others' business, and these are called as venture capitalists. They invest in your business thinking that there is a growth in your business. So if you have an experience of 1 to 3 years, and there are statistics show your business, and you are showing that you could survive for 3 years, then it is easy to attract this venture capitalist or angel investor to invest in your business. Because these venture capitalists, they don't invest in a very fresh startup. Angel investor might invest in fresh startup, but venture capitalists, they don't invest in fresh startup. Or if you If they like your product, or if you like their business model very much, or your product is very unique, then only you can get venture capitalist. This investor, they are not interested in your profit, they are interested in your growth. So usually we always focus on the profit, but lot of startup, they are not profitable for first 5 to 10 years, but their growth is very much. Like if you see, if you take any fresh startup, like you take Ola, Uber startup, or you take a lot of IT startups, they are happening right now. Their net worth is increased, their growth is increased, but they are still not in the profit, and it is not about their profit. Like if you look at Amazon last 5 years it is in profit. Before that it was not in profit, but it had a very good growth potential. What is the point with venture capitalist or the investor? Because as you grow, their investment ratio or the profit or their share keeps on growing, so the value of their share grows in times. They are not bothered about your profit, they are bothered about what is the value of their share is growing. Because in long run, these people, venture capitalists, they are planning to sell these shares, sell their share, or their amount, or their what do you say, partnership in the company, which can be sold to another person at a higher rate. So from beginning, they are thinking that one day this company will grow and they will sell this um, share to someone else, or the share value is increased, and one day this company can be a private limited and then a public limited, and if it goes a public listed, the share value will go increasing and they will get more profit. So for them, the profit is based on their growth. More the growth, more the profit. And they are looking for the investment for 5 to 10 years minimum. Look at this important point. A normal investor or a good investor will expect minimum 7 to 10 times in return, not percentage. Okay, it is 10 to 7 to 10 times. It's a good investment. If he is getting 5 to 7% as a return, then it is an average investment. Anything which is less than 5 times as an investment, whatever amount he has invested, then that is a bad investment for them, and it is a loss for them. Because for them it has to be growth in times, not in percentage. It is not like 10%, 22%. So if they have invested 1 lakh, they are expecting in returns minimum about 10 lakhs in 5 years or 10 years, or more than that. So it has to be 10 times of their original investment. And all these investments, it is always better if you take after 3 to 5 years, or if you want to expand your setup, or if you want to do the scaling, you want to start multiple setups or multiple clinics or multiple franchises, then only you take investors. Otherwise, if you are doing a good business and you don't require outside funding, I suggest keep continuing your self investment only. Keep investing the money from your business into the business and let the business grow, and don't go to these people as long as possible, unless you want to go a public listed company, or you want to expand at a very big level, then you take investors money. That is my personal opinion, but some people might have a different opinion. So how much fund is required to start the clinic? Okay, now everybody is ready. Oh, that's good, I'm ready now. I think I will do my bootstrapping. But how much bootstrapping I'm supposed to do? How much amount I have to raise to start a clinic? It depends on what type of clinic you want to start. A small setup, big setup, musculoskeletal training, neuro clinic, healthcare center, or a geriatric care center. Depends on that. A specialty clinic or pain management clinic or rehab setup. So based on that, amount will change. But for small clinic, like say 200, 250 square feet clinic, around 3 to 5 lakhs minimum is good enough to start a setup. Along with that, you should remember what are the rent of that clinic. You should always have cash in hand to survive without income for around 6 months. Assuming that once you start a clinic, next 6 months you will not get any income, and without income you should able to pay the rent and deposit and the equipment cost for around 6 months. This should be your plan. So 3 to 5 lakhs, and maximum is 10 for a small setup. Again, I explained bootstrapping versus investor. So it depends on if you are starting a small setup or big setup, then you can select bootstrapping or investors. Investors, you can have family, friends, we already discussed. Then you need to think about solo partner or solo proprietorship or partnership or private limited or LLP, limited liability. We already discussed about that. Based on that also, the fund requirement will change. Now, okay, I collected my money, I got investor or I did my bootstrapping. Now what next? What and how many equipment are required? So basic infrastructure and equipment required for any simple clinic, minimum 2 plinth to 4 plinth, and there should be a combination of high and low height plinth, office desk, office chair, and 2 patient chair, machine trolleys minimum 2, stools with wheel because you should be able to move easily, and minimum plastic chairs 5 to 10, stackable chairs because more you put furniture, it will occupy the space. Stackable chair, plastic chairs, they can stack and you can keep in the corner, and it will occupy less space. So this was the basic thing which I started in the start. Always remember, a light kite will always fly high. If you start with a small setup, you will fly better and you will have less expenses and you can grow easily.